Greetings, my Kung Fu compadres. Welcome to another edition of Kung Fu Basics. Today, besides having the sun directly in my eyes while I'm sitting here, it wasn't there like when I started doing the meditation. Anyway, today we're going to introduce the HitKick. Not the hit and kick, but the HitKick. So they're happening simultaneously. We're not actually introducing it because it was in the form that I showed you, the strike of the spinning stork. It was in there a couple of times, but we're going to actually go over it today. There's a number of different ways that you can do it, and we will go over a few of them. All right, the HitKick. So in our form, we did it like so. We actually did a double hit and a kick at the same time. So it was bam. That's essentially all it is. You want to kick and you want to hit at the same time. You can kick with the same foot like we did. Well, you can kick and hit with opposite feet like so. Or we can do it the same. And it can be different, you know, it doesn't just have to be punches. You can do side hands. It doesn't have to be forward. You can go to the side. One of the kicks you're gonna see most in Bagua is where they do this. So it's kicking with and striking out with both. But there's a number of forms. Well, in Tai Chi, where you white crane kicks out, coming up, bam. That's a hit kick. You're kicking and hitting at the same time. This time against multiple targets, rather than hitting high and low against the same target. You can also, the kicks can vary too. You can do side thrusts and kicking side thrust here, punching out there, punching out there as we side thrust out there, bam. Kicking behind as we strike forward, this one is in the Wa form, and actually they strike, kick, and kick and strike with the bat. So, bam, bam. You can also combine it with the most efficient of all kicks, the foot stomp. It's basically, the foot stomp is a kick that everyone should have to their repertoire, and doing a foot stomp and a hit at the same time. So doing a foot stomp at the same time as you do a hit, to anyone who's not wearing steel toe shoes, is going to be extremely destructive. You're going to be stomping on their foot, probably a foot stomp, if you do it correctly and you've practiced enough time, should break their toes or break a few bones in their feet, as long as they're not wearing steel toe shoes. If you do that and cup it with a couple it with a strike to the head, and you couple it with a strike to the head, uppercut, or anything. It's probably going to end the altercation at that moment. I would advise practicing. You want to make sure when you practice these that you're getting enough force out with both strikes to do damage. You don't want to you don't want to do it like this where you're kicking really hard, but you're just like throwing out like a punch, or you're throwing out a good punch. Let's try to throw out a good punch, and the sergeant kicks come on. You don't want to throw out a good punch and then do a crappy kick. You want them both. You want them to both strike. You want them to both be snapping out. You want them to both be done with force, and you want them to both connect, preferably at the exact same time. And if you're striking the same opponent, as I said, you want one high, one low, or at least one low, one medium. You don't want to do like a inside smash and a smack to the face. So let's go through a few of these. So punch kick. Attacking to the sides, and you can. It doesn't just have to be the side hand. You can do finger flicks, ridge hands, chops, flat, horizontal side hands, punches. All right, everybody, that's it for today. This has been Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia. As always, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you go through and make sure as you practice this, you go through and practice everything else. Try and incorporate these into your daily routine when you go, after you do your regular kicks, and you do your punches, and then do hit kicks. Or maybe just one day just do it instead of doing kicks and then punches, incorporate them. So you're doing your kicks and your punches at the same time. It'll give you a much better workout, and it'll train you it'll train this technique to be much more effective. All right, so until next time, as always, keep practicing, everybody.